Imagine a world where money grows on trees. Wouldn't that be something? But what if I told you, in a metaphorical sense, it sort of does? Now, let's not rush to the garden just yet. I'm talking about financial success, a concept that's as diverse and varied as the countries on our planet. Think about it. A thriving oak wouldn't do well in a desert, right? Similarly, the strategies to grow your wealth might flourish in one environment and wither in another. It's about finding the right conditions, the perfect mix of sun, soil, and water, or in our case, economic policies, opportunities, and financial literacy. Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, got it, money trees, but where's the best place to plant my seeds? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? So how does the environment of Kenya compare to other countries when it comes to growing your money tree? Now, let's dive into the numbers, shall we? To understand the financial landscape, one must first get familiar with the gross domestic product per capita. It's a measure of the average income per person in a country. When we look at Kenya, we find that the GDP per capita is significantly lower than in countries like the United States or United Kingdom. But hey, don't let this discourage you. Remember, it's not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. Now let's talk about unemployment rates. In Kenya, the unemployment rate is relatively high compared to other countries. But what's interesting is that a large portion of Kenyans are self-employed or run small businesses, which isn't captured in the conventional definition of employment. So while the numbers may seem grim, the reality on the ground is quite different. And what about average income? Well, in countries abroad, the average income tends to be higher, but let's not forget the cost of living. While you might earn more in places like New York or London, the cost of living is also significantly higher. In Kenya, on the other hand, your money can go a lot further. So you see, numbers can be a bit tricky. They provide a snapshot, a glimpse into the financial landscape, but they don't always capture the full picture. For instance, they don't account for the entrepreneurial spirit of Kenyans or the sense of community that often leads to shared success. On a lighter note, here's a little joke for you. Why don't economists like to go to the beach? Because they can't enjoy the sun when they're trying to predict the tide. But let's not digress. While there are economic differences and similarities between Kenya and other countries, it's important to remember that financial success is not just about numbers. It's about making the most of what you have wherever you are. Numbers never lie, do they? But can they tell the whole story? Have you heard the one about the economist who drowned in a river that was, on average, only 3 feet deep? Now that's a funny way to start, but it's an illustration of something vital. Numbers, my dear friend, tell only part of the story. So let's go beyond the digits. Let's talk about those other factors that contribute to financial success. Education, for instance, it's not just about hitting the books, but about acquiring skills that are in demand. Then there's the role of social structures. Your networks, your family, your community, they can all play a part in your financial journey. And let's not forget opportunities. They're not always distributed evenly, are they? Sometimes it's about being in the right place at the right time. So when we talk about financial success, remember, it's not just about the money in your bank account. So, as we can see, the depth of the river isn't the only thing to consider when taking a swim, is it? So where does this leave us? We've taken a deep dive into the world of financial success, comparing the landscapes of Kenya and other countries. We've looked at the numbers, but also acknowledged that there is more to this story than just digits on a page. The environment in which we strive for financial success is as crucial as our efforts. Just as a seedling needs the right conditions to thrive, so do our financial dreams. Kenya, with its unique challenges and opportunities, offers a distinct environment for financial growth. Let's not forget that our journey is shaped by more than just our geographical location. Our personal drive, resilience, and adaptability play a significant role as well. In the grand scheme of things, it's not about who has the most money, but who has the most fulfilling life. And just to lighten things up, remember, not all who wander in the supermarket are lost. Some are just looking for the discounted items. Remember, it's not just about the money tree, it's also about the soil it grows in. Until next time, keep cultivating your financial success wherever you are.